Hey, what's up guys? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. If you've seen anything from Mental Outlaw, you know that this guy really loves Mulvad VPN. Mulvad VPN. Mulvad VPN. Mulvad VPN. Telling people not to use ExpressVPN. Talking about anonymous VPNs. So this guy really likes Mulvad. Now, let's be clear. This guy isn't getting paid by Mulvad, and his recommendation to tell people to use Mulvad is probably more trustworthy than 99% of people who talk about VPNs on YouTube. That's good because most people who talk about VPNs are just sponsored shills trying to get you to buy the product they're being sponsored by. But here on this channel, we're different. We actually review VPNs. Some of the reasons that Mental Outlaw likes Mulvad are that number one, it doesn't require a username. Number two, it doesn't really require an email address. And number three is that you could buy it with Monero. Those are the most common things I see him recommending Mulvad for people other than other VPNs out there. However, what if I told you that there's a VPN that was, number one, half the price of Mulvad? So instead of paying $60 a year, or $60 a year for 3 years for a total price of $180, you could get a VPN for 3 years for $70 or $30 for an entire year, which is half the price of Mulvad's $60 per year. Additionally, the VPN I'm talking about has more simultaneous device uses, which means you can use it on more devices at once than Mulvad, which is good. There's support for two-factor authentication, which Mulvad doesn't actually support due to their anonymous account creation system, which is actually good, but does kind of have some issues which we'll discuss. The VPN that I'm thinking about also has developed custom OpenWRT router software, which you could flash a computer for and put OpenWRT WireGuard compatible software on completely for free. It also has browser extensions, which Mulvad only released the browser extension today in beta after years and years and years, and I do believe you have to be connected to Mulvad VPN on your computer to even use it. Definitely confusing. There's more countries supported. It has stream compatibility as an option, so if you want to unblock Netflix and all those things, and it also supports Monero payments. So yeah, pretty good. So guys, if you couldn't tell already, I know a lot about VPNs. That's why I've created the world's first VPN tier list, where I've rated pretty much every single VPN with an objective rating system. And you can see all the scores here in this cool little chart here of all the different things. That's how I figured out all this stuff. So guys, today the VPN we're talking about is the top rated VPN here on my channel. So first of all, one of the things that Mental Outlaw loves to talk about, loves to shill, is Monero. Now he's shilling it in terms of he's not getting paid or anything like that, but he's always promoting it and stuff like that, saying, oh, Mulvad is the only VPN that supports Monero, or he kind of at least tries to make it seem that way. That's not true. There are other VPNs that support Monero, and in fact, TorGuard does. You can pick cryptocurrencies on checkout, and it supports pretty much every cryptocurrency there is, so you could definitely buy Monero. So with TorGuard, if you do select a cryptocurrency option, you don't have to put in any billing information or anything like that, which is something that he kind of makes it seem like you have to do for VPNs. Additionally, he says that sometimes you have to give a phone number. I haven't really seen that so much, and definitely not the case with TorGuard. It just requires email and password. Now, of course, one of the pros of using Mulvad is you don't need an email address because of its unique account creation system. However, that said, you don't have to use your real email address. In fact, there's so many different encrypted email providers out there like Skiff that are completely free to use that you can make an anonymous email address with that don't collect any logs and are completely open source. The good thing about using an email address, I think, when using a VPN like this, is if you forget your password, you're not going to actually lose your account. That's happened with me Mulvad before because I forgot to save it in my Bitwarden and I actually lost my account. So that could be very annoying. And that's not going to happen if you use an anonymous email. So I actually think using email is a plus because you are going to not lose access to your account and you have the benefit of 2FA, which is something that Mulvad doesn't have due to its account creation process. Now, remember I was saying that it's around half the price of Mulvad? Well, I wasn't really kidding. In fact, if you use my promo code TomSpark2023, you could see once we validate it, it's going to be around 50% off. So you could get 1 month for the same price of Mulvad, which is $5, but you can also get it for a year for $30, triannually for $70. So you could pretty much get 3 years of TorGuard for only $10 more than 1 year Molvad. And with that, you'll get more simultaneous device use as well. Additionally, like I did say, TorGuard has more multi-device support. They actually have browser extensions that you could use inside your browser. Now today I did make a video about Molvad's new browser, which I actually kind of just found to be a kind of a marketing stunt, kind of like a rebranded version of Firefox. To even use like extension on that browser, you have to be connected to a VPN in the first place, which is weird. With TorGuard, this browser operates independently inside the browser, which is really good and better than Molvad's solution. Additionally, another thing about TorGuard that is nice is it just supports more countries overall, and I'm able to get better speeds with it. And depending on where you are in the world, you'll probably get better speeds than Molvad as well, just because it has 50 plus countries supported, whereas Molvad is below that limit. Another good thing about TorGuard is that it has various different plans you could take advantage of. It has a streaming bundle, which will offer you unique streaming IPs, which are useful for unblocking streaming restrictions. Now with this one, you have to use a different code. Promo code Netflix will give you 50% off that. So we can remove that from the cart and you will use promo code Netflix. And this is going to be cool. Oh, wait, I guess Spark 23 is actually working with that. So yeah, pretty nice. So you don't actually have to use a different thing after all. So pretty cool. So Spark 2023 will actually work to get 50% off the streaming bundle. So that's nice. Molvad doesn't offer this as a plan. They don't offer streaming compatibility. You won't be able to use Molvad to unblock Netflix, all these other different geo-restricted regions. The good news is with TorGuard, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You could get the cheaper plan and save money, and you don't have to do it, but it is still an option, which is nice. Remember when I told you that TorGuard had a very unique OpenWRT router solution? Well, that's true. They have something called TorGuard Cloud. Now, TorGuard Cloud is a way to kind of make your own WireGuard network. This is a little bit more expensive than the normal kind of VPN that you think of, but you can get 15% off of this, I think, with code Spark Cloud. But the cool thing about this is that you could kind of set it up with a OpenWRT router. And like I said, this is completely open source, free to use. This little image here that they made, this pretty much will be a Linux Mint ISO, flashing your old computer, whatever computer you want, with custom OpenWRT software that works with Docker and all sorts of apps. The cool thing is, like I said, you could use that private cloud that TorGuard sells, put it in the WireGuard configuration, and you pretty much could like remote into your home network with it. So that's really cool, and not really something any other VPN is doing. Molvad VPN is definitely not doing this. Helps you set up port forwarding, secure firewalls, and all sorts of stuff like that. So just another benefit of TorGuard as well. Not something that Molvad is doing or probably ever will do. All right, guys, hope you liked that video. Maybe it changed your perspective on what the most anonymous / best VPN is. This is cheaper, supports Monero payments. You don't have to give them your billing information, no phone numbers. You could use an anonymous email on checkout. There's also a lot of different options with stream compatibility, routers, and all sorts of other cool things like that, which is really cool. So let me know down in the comments down below if I change your mind or give you new perspective on this, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.